Hey everyone, welcome back to On the Fence Movie Reviews. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Rob.
So today we're going to be talking about Ready or Not. So Ready or Not stars Samara Weaving, Adam Brody, and Mark O'Brien. Samara Weaving plays Grace, who is marrying into this really rich, eccentric, wealthy family. And in order for her marriage to be finalized, she needs to partake in this family tradition, a game of hide and seek. But it turns out that this game of hide and seek is a little more sinister and deadly than what we think. So let's jump right into it. Rob, what did you think about this film?
You know what, Adrian? I did enjoy this film. It being a horror movie, it had the right amount of gore that I was looking for.
Yeah.
The acting in the movie, I felt was, you know what? Some of it was a little cheesy, but at the same time, it kind of went with the movie because the movie is also from my opinion, the movie's kind of really funny.
Okay.
There's a lot of times where I just caught myself just kind of laughing out loud.
Yeah, that was a little embarrassing. There were times where it was really quiet and I was just laughing out loud.
It's that stuff I probably
was kind
shouldn't
of
have been laughing at, but
that was
felt
a serious moment, Rob. Why are you laughing? I don't know him.
It was pretty funny. I'm pretty sure he did scoot over into the opposite side of his chair.
I put the armrest down. Normally we like to have it up between us
so we can sit closer, but the armrest did come down.
It did go down
when I was laughing. Anyways, you know what? But no, it like I said, it's good horror, good gore. They're as far as like you kind of like the way, I'm not trying to give spoilers, but the way everything, the game that they're playing, and the weapons that they use. Cause you even see it in the trailer, like the guy's looking up how to use a crossbow, like stuff like that is just like
and it works for me in that sense too. Like it is a very entertaining film, but the gore is just way over the top at points, and to the point where Rob finds it funny.
I do find it very funny.
Yeah, no, but it works on that level, and I think Samara Weaving was really for me the big standout.
Yes.
In this movie,
yes.
It worked really well, and the world building, like when they give the whole backstory of why this family has this tradition where they have to play a game at the stroke of midnight, and how they kind of give that whole backstory. It works, it works for me for the most part, and those were some of the things. But I think we really do need to talk about that ending, because I think when we talked about it, we both agreed the first two acts were pretty strong.
You know what? I feel like the first two acts, this movie was, I'm gonna say, a great horror movie.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed, I would even say, most of the third act, up until maybe like the last 5 minutes.
Like maybe the last 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, last 10, 15 minutes of this movie, where it just kind of, not so much went downhill for me, but it just took a major right turn out of nowhere. And
it was just flying down a highway, and it just said, let's get off right here.
Yes, and my seatbelt, luckily it was buckled up, because I would have flown off. Yeah. Because that was a hard swerve.
You know what? And I think, when we were talking about it a little bit earlier, those were the things that kind of, it was like I was on board. And then when we got to that very ending, it kind of was like what you were saying. When it takes this hard left turn, it was like kind of, I don't know if I'm on board with that. And I can see, because I was looking at other people's reviews and just thinking, what were their thoughts? And it is pretty divisive. Some people loved it and some people just hated it. And I think I'm more on the side of like not liking the ending.
Okay.
And I think it has to do with how they set up the first two acts, and the character building that they do, and the character choices that they make with them at the very end. It doesn't work for me with that ending.
Okay.
And I just had a hard time with that.
You know what? The ending for me, I'm not going to say it didn't work for me. It definitely caught me off guard.
Okay.
Because we did have that conversation fresh out of watching it, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to like this because I don't know if I'm going to like this movie because of the ending. But at the same time, I thought about it, and they do leave tiny breadcrumbs for you, but nothing enough to like grab onto for the way this movie ended. So, you know, it wasn't. I'm not gonna go as far as you, but it kind of like it just has me like on the fence. Pun intended. It kind of had me on the fence about the ending.
Yeah.
But you know what? In my opinion, I would say 95% of this movie is a great horror movie.
It worked for you.
It did work for me, and I'm not gonna make it suffer for that 5% that I just didn't.
No, and hearing you say that, I might change my verdict. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But
he's undecisive.
But no, that's the logical reasoning is because when you say 95% or 2/3 of the whole film is really good, and to kind of knock it for that last 10 minutes. It's just character choices that didn't work for me. And it was like they were setting up something with the character and they were talking about, oh, this character's a good character. And then it's a swerve. And then it was like, oh, wait, no, he's not. Oh, wait, he is. And then, wait, no, okay, wait. It was just too much of that instead of just kind of. And then they were setting up something. I don't want to spoil anything, but they were setting up something with another character, you know, and then it's hard to talk about it without spoiling it. But they were kind of talking about it because people were questioning this whole tradition, and I think they could have done something more with that when they have this big ending, and it was like it didn't. So when they didn't, it just didn't work for me. So I don't know, Rob. What are you gonna say? Are you gonna get off the fence, or are you gonna stay on the fence?
You know what? I am on the fence about the ending of this movie, but I will not say the movie suffers for that ending. So I'm definitely going to get off the fence and say if you like horror movies, you should definitely go check this out. But keep in mind, for a lot of people, the ending is divisive.
Yeah.
So just have that in mind when you go check it out. But I would say if you're into horror movies, you like a good horror movie, get off the fence and go check this movie out.
Again, I was definitely on the fence, but I think I too will say get off the fence and go watch it, because if you're a horror fan, like if you like the big bloody violence and gore and and intense
horror that makes you laugh,
and there are funny moments in there, and it is intense. If you love those types of films, I would say go check it out. Give this one a watch. You might love it. You might love the ending. You might not. I didn't, but you might. And I would say go check it out and make that decision for yourself, because I think it is worth the watch. So definitely. I'll say get off the fence, go watch the movie, and let us know what you think. Why don't you comment down below and let us know what you think of this film. All right, Rob, that kind of wraps up our review. So thanks, guys, for watching. And again, why don't you click like, subscribe, share, follow us on social media at On The Fence Movie Reviews on at Instagram. And
remember, we'll catch you on the fence.